All right, we are live. We are being recorded. Guys, welcome. Welcome to this overview. My name is Kerry Arnott. I'm excited to be hosting this. I'm excited to be sharing with you. And we're going to talk about the LifeVantage story and why there is such a great opportunity for you right now to take a look at what we've got. Got some stories for you, got some information for you. Right now, I'll give a disclaimer that none of our products are designed to cure, mitigate, heal, you name it, cure any disease. But you're going to hear some stories, okay? We're going to hear about some natural products here, and it's absolutely incredible. So we're going to start with my good friend, Mike Dufour. Mike, I've known for a few years now. He is an incredible man. He's one of these guys that I've seen start at this level, and he keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. Part of this journey with LifeVantage has really helped him, as it helps so many people to level up in their life. And if you've ever thought, I really want to level up, I'm sick and tired of being where I'm at, just type level up in the comments, okay? Because if you're like me, most people want to level up. So Mike, I would love to hear your story. What attracted you to LifeVantage, and maybe a little bit of what you're excited about.
Yeah, no problem. I like Kerry. You and me have come a long way since we met, and I mean, you've become such a huge mentor to me. It's unbelievable. I never ever seen this possibly even coming from you, and I don't know why I never seen it, but it just caught me by surprise. So I'm super excited about you asking me to be on this call, and super excited about being in this company, especially people like yourself. My story. So I'm a 42-year-old single father. My name is Mike. I'm not going to go into my story too much tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit why I'm attracted to LifeVantage. But I got a special story I want to share tonight that I think needs to be shared. So yeah, I'm 42-year-old. My name's Mike. I'm a single father. Before LifeVantage, I was doing 2 full-time jobs, barely making it, you know. And I just knew I needed to find something else in life, because I knew I was better. I felt like I was better, and I was meant for more than what I was doing in life. I have 3 kids, 3 grandkids, 2 very energetic dogs that never got to see me because I worked 2 full-time jobs. And I needed to change something. And I met this amazing lady named Karen Woodruff. She introduced me to what I'm doing today, and it's absolutely changed my life for the better. I see LifeVantage and me. I see LifeVantage as my ticket to a better life, a way better life. Just the people, the family atmosphere, the energy in this company is unreal, and you have to experience it to know what I'm talking about. But this energy in this company is unreal. But that's enough about me at the moment. I want to share a story about a customer and a person who's dear to my heart. And her, where she's come and where she is now, from listening to me and joining with us. So this lady I want to talk about, she's been on the product for about 1.5 years now, maybe less than that actually. And she wasn't on it all the time. She went on it, came off it, and then went on it. Now she's been on it permanently. But she's a type 1 diabetes. If anyone knows what that is, she takes insulin every day to level out her levels, to make her basically not die, because I mean, if she goes below a certain level, she can die. She messaged me last week. They're saying that one night she took her medicine and went to sleep, and she woke up in the middle of the night because she felt like something was wrong. So she woke up, she checked her levels, and she was below 5. And you can't be below 5 if you know anything about diabetes. So she was below 5, so she made herself a sandwich to bring her levels back up and went back to sleep. The next night, same thing happened to her. So she was really weirded out by it. It just sort of came out of nowhere. And the third night, she forgot to take her insulin, which was very unusual for her. She didn't take it. She woke up as a 5 the next morning. She didn't wake up in the night. She woke up to 5 the next morning. And she was like, wow, that's weird. So she tested a theory and didn't take it again the next night, and she was a 5 when she woke up again. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that she doesn't need insulin anymore. A type 1 diabetic doesn't need insulin anymore. It's unheard of. She just has an amazing outlook because she's so excited now. It's like she just blows me away when she talks to me. I'm going to be blunt and honest here to everybody. This is my mother, right? That's why she's true. She did my heart. So for me to be able to help my mom become a better person and to have less struggles in life is why Life Vantage just made me the person I'm in today. I got to pass it on, Kerry. I'm sorry. That's all from you guys. I love all of you guys. Listen to this information and get the value that you guys will get from it, because I got huge value from it. Kerry, take it away.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. And guys, do you feel that? Did you feel that? Do you know somebody that is struggling with a health issue right now that could benefit by having some relief? That's what we're talking about tonight. So my story, and I'm going to be brief. Okay, we're going to keep this whole thing down to about less than 25 minutes, because we want to give you enough that you can see what we got going here. So I've been in the landscape industry for most of my adult life, and about 7-8 years ago, I sustained or re-injured my back, and I wasn't able to keep working the way I was working. And so we were looking for options. I had no formal education, and so I really had nothing to fall back on. And it was scary. We had no savings, no retirement plan. And here I'm not able to get out and dig ditches like I've been doing for the last 25 years. And so I'm laying upstairs on my bed, feeling sorry for myself. My wife's on the phone with her son in the Philippines, and he says, "Mom, I've got a video you've got to check out." And so she checked it out. And then she came running upstairs. "Kerry, there's a video you've got to take a look at." The computer was downstairs. And she says, "Come on down." "I don't want to get up. I'm too much pain." Anyway, long story short, I watched the video, and we saw a product. Well, let's start back here. And I love your participation. Type in the comments. When you cut an apple in half and leave it out, what happens to it? You're right. It turns brown. Why? Why does it turn brown? Oxidation. Okay. The elements come in and they turn it brown. That's oxidation. In our bodies, we have the same thing that happens. When we breathe, when we eat, when we drink water, we have something that affects us called oxidative stress, the same thing that turns an apple brown. And so what this product claimed was that it reduced the main cause of aging, illness, and disease, which is oxidative stress, by 40% in 30 days. Now, this wasn't just some person sharing this on a video. This was an ABC primetime investigative report. And on there, John Quiones went in to debunk the company, to say, no, this isn't possible. There's nothing in the world that does this. Well, they put him on the product. They did blood tests, and it showed that his oxidative stress level went down 45% in 2 weeks. And so when I looked at that, I thought, this is a big deal. How will that affect my back? I have no idea. Let me share just one tidbit with you. Just a few days on the product, and again, I'm not making any claim that this cured or healed or did anything to me, but just a few days on the product, I was able to start sleeping through the night. I had 80% less back pain. I went out golfing a few days later, which I couldn't do for ages because I couldn't twist my hips or back. And so I was able to start doing things again. And what got me excited was not so much the fact that I found something that helped me. I mean, my wife's allergies, she for most of her life, every spring would have to take her allergy medication because it'd be runny eyes, watery nose. She's with me right now, so I'm not going to share what it was like. She laughed. I'll say it. She would go to bed with a washcloth to sop up all the moisture coming out. And she has not had seasonal allergies in the last 7.5 years. by being on this product. Now, did that get rid of the allergies? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this product reduces oxidative stress. If you go into the medical journals, you will see that just about every single disease and age-related process is linked to oxidative stress. So what we're doing right now is pioneering a medical breakthrough. Nobody has anything like this. The product is patented. There's peer-reviewed science. And so I'm seeing all this when Laurie shared the video and we get a hold of her son and we talk to somebody else. And it was like, okay, this product is real, it's working. We ordered it, we started taking it, we started seeing results. But the big thing for me is there's a business attached to this. And just imagine being a part of a business with a medical breakthrough that nobody knows about. And every living, breathing mammal can benefit from it. We've had dogs with miraculous things happen to them, horses, even donkeys. I haven't heard about goats yet, but there's probably someone with goats that has had some amazing results. So I saw this as, if there's a business attached, we're first, nobody knows about it. And there's studies not done by the doctor in the company, but the studies have been done by major universities. American Heart Association did 2 studies and published them in their journal saying how beneficial it was for the heart. That's a big deal, you guys. So we're seeing all this information. We're first. We look into it. The company's real. They're traded on the NASDAQ. It's not easy to get on the NASDAQ. Okay, publicly traded company. It's transparent. You can see exactly what's going on. And in the last few years, a system has been created where you can run your entire business off an app on your cell phone. Now, how do you like to be sitting at home, on your lounger, on the couch, laying in bed, running a global business from your cell phone? With what's happening in the world today with COVID and all the nonsense, this is a gift. It is an absolute blessing. And so my wife and I have been involved for 7 years. I remember when we first joined, we would have something happen and we say, wow, this is incredible. It can't get any better than this. And a few months later, this is incredible. I can't believe this. It just can't get any better than this. 7 years later, we were on a Zoom last night and I thought, wow, this is incredible. It can't get any better than this. And so we're excited. If you can't tell, I'm fired up about this. We're excited about the opportunity. If you are looking for a change in your life where you need more financially, check this out. The person who invited you will show you an income earning statement. Okay, this is a legal document. It will show how much you can earn at different ranks in the company. And what does it involve? It involves sharing. And I'll tell you, if you go to well, no, you're probably not going to any good movies lately. I was gonna, well, if you're in the US, you are, and restaurants, but in Canada, we're kind of at home. But back in the day, remember back in the day when you used to be able to go to a restaurant or go to a movie, and if you really enjoyed it, you would share it with somebody. And if you liked it, you'd say, hey, you should go see it, and they would go see it. That's all we're doing. We're sharing our experience with people, with what we've had with the product, and also how the business is affecting our lives. I'll tell you, 7 years ago, we had no savings, no retirement plan. Today, we have a retirement plan. We have savings. We have leveraged income that comes in every single month. In 7 years, we have gotten a leverage check every single month. I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with that. So if that's something that you need, then check this out. Talk to the person who invited you. Say, I want to know more. And if you're suffering from any health concern, do a little bit of research. Look at the information that we've got, and it's really simple. Okay. Oftentimes we think, well, something really big has to be really complicated. Well, no, it doesn't. All we're doing is reversing that process of aging. And who wouldn't want to have a better quality of life? We can offer you that. So, having said that, I've got a good friend on here, Ben Anderson, and I'll tell you, when we joined this company, I was so excited because my results were so incredible, and the money coming in, it started right away. It was just like it's too good to be true, but it was. And so I just went and blurbed all over Ben, and Ben was like, keep this away. But I was persistent, and he eventually said, "Okay, I'll try it." I would love Ben to come on here, share your story, Ben, and how this impacted your family, mainly your children. But I'll turn it over to you, Ben.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kerry. Yeah, so I'll jump right in because I know we're on the clock here. Um, yeah, so 16 years ago or so, I re-injured old sports injury, and for basically then till about 6 years ago, I was in so much pain that saying I was in pain is an understatement. You could not describe, and I would suck it up, right? Like guys do, they just suck it up. I would sleep on the living room floor because I didn't want to disturb my wife, and a certain kind of awkward angle was the only way that I could get any sleep. So much pain. It hurts just thinking about it. So let's move on. Carrie, like you said, blurbed all over me, but the reason I listened is I was in so much pain that I said, you know what? Even like I saw the ABC and I'm like, okay, if the slight chance that this could help me, I'm going to I'll take a step. Now I wouldn't suggest you share it like that. I wouldn't suggest that blob it or push it on people. What we have is so special and so powerful that we need to make sure we're sharing it properly. But so that the value of what we have can be conveyed. So I tried it. About 3 days later, I was playing with my daughter, and she was about 4 at the time. Um, and I have 3 boys and 2 girls, and I was playing with this oldest girl. And I had never been able to lift my shoulders up past about there. So, you know how dads lift their kids up and throw them in this, I'd never been able to do that with her. I was able to do it with the boys because they were older, but not her. So my heart, like I hated it because I was in so much pain. I couldn't wrestle with my boys much anymore. I couldn't really, play with my kids as I wanted to. And then, like I said, about 3 days later, I was playing with her, and for whatever reason, I threw her up. I think what it was is there's nothing stopping it. That frozen shoulder just kept on going. Um, and then I caught her again, and there was no pain. And we looked at each other, just kind of stunned, not like just what's going on here. And then I put her down. She actually started crying because she was scared. I'd never done it before. But I was like, okay, maybe that was just like a coincidence, right? Just a coincidence. Then later that night, I was with a young men's group I was a leader for, and we were doing wrestling. And the boys, they just, they were on their phones and they didn't want to do anything physical. I said, okay, come take on the invalid. And I pinned every one of those 17-year-old kids down, and they were athletic down. And I woke up the next morning like sore. I was a little bit sore, but it was like, when you do a really good workout and you're sore the next day, that's what it was like. And then it was gone again. So I couldn't stay quiet. I had to share this. So I started in the business, thinking, you know what, this is just going to be kind of a side thing because I'm going to share it anyway, might as well get paid. Well, it blew up, and I was so thankful that I had that at that time. I don't have time to get into all of the whys, but the second thing I want to share is Axio. I've got my Axio here. I'm a teacher, and it usually takes me all of summer to get my yearly plans together. I have focus issues and some other things, but it takes me a long time. The reason I'm a good teacher, I think, is because I get the kids that struggle, because I struggle. It was about September, October, and we were being audited. the school was being audited. So the principal came to me and said, look, your plans are, thanks for doing them, but they're not up to snuff. So we need to get them better. I said, oh, okay, how much time do I have? She said 3 days. I basically had a weekend. And I don't work on Sundays, so it's like I have 2 days. So I'm like, aha, how am I going to do this? Axio had just come out. So I'm like, let's go. I had 2 Axios that day. 8 hours later, I had my plans complete, submitted them. We were audited. Then my principal took me aside and she's like, who helped you with those plans? They were amazing. And I'm like, nobody. Axio. The difference was because I could focus, right? So again, I couldn't stay quiet. I had to share. I had to share the both with my family. I had to share the change that came because now I could go back. I'm really athletic and really love to be active. I could do that again. So it basically, in a nutshell, gave me my life back and the income to be able to have choices. And right now I've gone back to school because of the choices that LifeVantage has given me. And now with the customer referral program, everyone, even if you don't want to do the business and do the businessman, you can still share it and still get the benefit of sharing it, which I'm so thankful for. I'm forever in Kerry and Laurie's debt for sharing this with me and supporting me along the way. One thing I'll end with here is, Kerry, you made the comment about if people have ailments that they're struggling with. Yeah, absolutely. See what it does for you. Absolutely. But prevention is way better than curing. So even if you don't have anything, get on the product so that you don't know what's going on in your body. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Prevent it before something happens. So with that, I'll hand it back over to you, Kerry. You've changed my life and I'm so grateful for it. So back to you.
Thanks, Ben. I appreciate that. So what you've heard tonight, you've heard 3 men and you've heard real people, real stories. And that's what this is all about. Real people, real stories, changing lives. Our products, they're not supplements. They're not feeding you what your body's missing. They're activators. They activate your body to do what it did when you were younger. Simple process. So if you've heard something that's piqued your interest, please reach out to the person that invited you, and they would be more than happy to share some more information with you. Again, thank you, Ben. Thank you, Mike. You're great guys. I am honored to know you and look forward to meeting some new people who are really ready to change your life. So thank you very much.